What's up, guys? Hope you're having a great weekend. Today, I want to talk about a layer one crypto I recently added to my portfolio, and that is Sei Network. For those who don't know, Sei is a crypto I've been looking at for a while. I believe I've covered it on my last top 10 sleeper crypto video. I'm going to give you guys my reasons as to why I just started my DCAing for it, and we'll go from there. Just keep in mind, I'm still researching it. I'm just going to give you guys what I've been finding out about it and why I'm bullish on it for this bull cycle. So first off, it's a proof of stake layer one, has 10 billion total supply, 20% circulating, 2 billion. Which is very bad. 80% inflation, which means what? They're going to eventually be dumped on. Also, something to take note of for Sei Network. They're heavily VC backed. Okay, heavily VC backed. They were just launched though back in August. Why is this important? Well, because when you check out their allocation, a lot of these private holdings being held by the VCs, private investors in a team, they have a lockup period for 2 years, which means what? That means they can't sell until 2025. So usually I don't like investing into heavily VC-backed crypto because of the risk of being dumped on. But in this case, the risk of being dumped on is 2025. So in terms of buying it now, it's 27 cents right now. The reason I bought it today, by the way, is because it's been pretty much consolidating at 26, 28 cents. But if you click the month chart, it's up 127%. The all-time high is 31 cents, which is pretty much where it's at now. It's pretty much consolidating at the all-time high, similar to Caspa. And they have very good marketing, very big VC backing, and a 10 billion total supply, which is very similar to what? Algorand. Algorand also has a 10 billion total supply, and Algorand reached over $3 at one point for its all-time high. So if Sei were to just do what Algorand did, this would be over a 10x from here. But Sei Network, I actually believe, can hit $5 this bull cycle or more because they're VC backed, which is not what Algorand had. Algorand hit $3 with very poor marketing, just fundamentals alone. Sei Network very much reminds me of Solana, when Solana was in the low dollars before it ripped it to 260. And one of their biggest marketing pitches is being the fastest layer one proof of stake blockchain out there. They're carbon neutral. They're rumored to be twice as fast as Solana, which if that's the case, Solana right now is the fastest blockchain in the entire market. Okay, if Sei is indeed faster than Solana, that's going to separate it and at the very least give it exposure. These are all things you want, by the way. You want marketing. If there's a VC-backed crypto that has not yet had a bull cycle, which in Sei Network's case is the case, that's good because guess what? They're going to push this as hard as they can so they can make money. So if us, the retail small fish, can ride the coattails, that's a very good sign, okay? You want to be where the big money is. If you want to be like a whale, you got to think like a whale. So if the whales are going towards a certain crypto and they expect to make money off it, what are you going to do? You're going to want to look to also probably get in, right? Not financial advice, but be very careful though. Don't be hodling this until $20 and think you're some big shot. You got to be able to take profits because keep in mind, these VC private investors, they're going to dump a lot sooner than you. They can make a killing on a 10x or a little bit more versus us. We got to make a little bit more multipliers to see some good profits, right? And something I like about Sei Network, so one of the co-founders, Jay Jog, he's a former Robinhood software engineer. And he said something that drew him to this network was what happened with GameStop. Now, I was not invested into GameStop before crypto, but I was aware of what happened. GameStop, for those who don't know, it's a stock company for the actual store who was selling games. I had one actually around the corner from my house not too long ago. It went up like this, and Robinhood couldn't handle the trading volume, so they suspended the trading volume. So a lot of people couldn't take profits. They got dumped on, and it was a huge fiasco in Robinhood. A lot of people stopped using Robinhood because of this. They lost trust. I mean, rightfully so. Obviously, if you want to take profits and a freaking company suspended trading, you'd be pissed off too, right? So Jay Jog, he said one of the things holding back exchanges is scalability of exchanges. So Sei Network is a layer one that's focused on scaling these exchanges. It's also trying to be involved with scaling gaming tokens, social platforms. So they're a little bit more niche than your traditional layer one blockchain. And they're also carbon neutral. So in terms of these climate activists saying, oh, it's going to harm the environment, not the case here, okay? Super fast. Now, the argument is decentralization, right? If you're comparing this to, say, Caspa, doesn't win because Caspa is decentralized by nature. Sei Network is not. They have a 50% allocation to the team, VC, and private investors, which is not great, but it's also not the end of the world, right? It could be 80% or more, like in some of your other proof-of-stake cryptos, which we won't name, okay? So Sei Network, 50%, is it great? No. Is it really bad? Also not really. You just got to be aware of what's going on, right? Sei Network just got on Coinbase, just got on Binance, and it's only been around for 6 months, if that. It's going to have its first bull run, which is why the all-time high is pretty much the current price it's at. It's still finding its feet, its support level. But because it's on these big exchanges already, and this is the early stages of the bull cycle, this is where the big pumps come for these cryptos. This reminds me of Cardano and Solana when they got listed on Coinbase and had their big rips. Cardano went from the low pennies to $3.10, and Solana went from the low dollars or low cents as well to 260. Now, I'm just curious to see what it would be like right now, price-wise, for Solana at the current market cap. I'm using market cap of, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. So, Sei Network at 27 cents is buying Solana sub $2, $1.39. So imagine if you can go back in time and buy a heavily VC proof-of-stake blockchain crypto at $1.39. Okay, this is how early you are to Sei Network. I'm not trying to cause FOMO. Trust me, you guys know I'm not like that. I'm covering this crypto because I'm bullish on it. Not because I'm getting paid to cover it or any stupid reason. I'm sure I'm going to hear in the comments. Now, the other co-founder, Jeff Fang, he's a former Goldman Sachs banker. Okay, so these two founders, they have a lot of experience in banking, business, marketing. Like, they definitely have their background, right? Robinhood is known in the crypto world, and Robinhood is a stocks first exchange, and Goldman Sachs is one of the most well-known banks out there in the world. So if you want to have two people with better experience than most, these two have a lot of experience, and they're also docs, which is very important. You don't want to have an anonymous Satoshi unless it's Bitcoin, right? So it's very important. Now, I'm still learning more about this network, but if you want to go onto the allocations, just make sure you search it up. I forget the website, but if I find it, I'll pull it up. It's very important to have these lockup periods, right? I mean, I'm sure the VCs are not taking profits now because they know this is the early stages of the bull cycle. VCs, private investors, they're considered smart money. Smart money doesn't take profits now. They take it when they see the cryptos pump. So if you want to be early, now's the time to be researching Sei Network. Add it to your watch list and see for yourself if you want to get in. If you go on their website, they got a pretty good website. Look, enabling mass adoption of digital assets, Sei is the fastest layer one. Every layer one thinks to the fastest though. But look at this, 380 milliseconds transaction finality. Extremely fast if that's the case. 20,000 transactions per second. 100 million plus total testnet transactions and 4 million users. Trusted by world-class operators, investors, and institutions. Here's the capitals, right? The venture capitalists. Multi-Coin Capital, Coinbase, Jump, Delphi Digital, HRT, GSR, Distributed Global. Wow, they even got Step in here, which is one of Solana's tokens. Okay, they have a lot of backers already. Now let's see if we can go on the ecosystem and see what else we can find. And this is their ecosystem, okay? This is definitely something to take note of for a new crypto. They're already working very proactively. This is what you want to see in your new cryptos. Now, if you click the About section, they have their white paper. Let's pull this up real quick. So that's pretty cool to see. And then here is the entire white paper. Definitely going to spend some time reading this on my off time, but if you want to see it, it's right here. Now let's see if I can find the allocation again. So here's the allocation. Ecosystem reserve 48%, Foundation 9%, team 20%, launch pool 3%, private sale investors 20%. So if you add foundation, team plus private sale investors, that is roughly 50%. And the ecosystem reserve, which I'm assuming they're going to list in circulation, is the remaining supply. And then it has it right here. The descriptions. A significant proportion of the SEI token supply is allocated to the reserve. This encompasses the following: staking reserves, obviously if you're trying to secure the network, ecosystem initiatives, airdrops, incentives. Here's the token unlock schedule. I'll show you guys a screenshot right here, right? If you want to see when they're going to emit more tokens in circulation, this is it. Got the vested schedule here. They still have the allocations right here, all the stuff I just mentioned. And then right here, look, this is what I want to show you guys. Private sale investors, 2 billion, 20%. Lockup for 1 year, so until 2024, and then release over 3 years. Binance launch pool and the lockup, okay? Team, same thing. Lockup for 1 year, then release over 5 years. So it's not going to be a huge dump, okay? They're all holding for at least 1 year. So I guess they're going to wait until late 2024, August 2024, to maybe start taking profits. So even now, we're still early. Foundation, 2% of max supply unlock at total generation event, then release over 2 years. So I got to find out more about this total generation event and when they want to do it. But again, release over 2 years. Ecosystem reserve, 13% of max supply unlock at total generation event, then release over 2 years. So a lot of these dumps of the supply is going to happen gradually, okay? So again, if you're investing into it today, tomorrow, whatever, be aware of what's going on, okay? We're super early. It doesn't mean the price won't eventually dump. It just means it's going to come in the future, which is why the price has been consolidating at near the all-time high, because nobody's taking profits yet. So before you even get in, make sure you have an exit plan already so you can safeguard it, you can minimize your risk, and be ready to take profits with Sei Network. And like I said, you can buy it on Coinbase, Binance, it's pretty much on all these top 1 exchanges. I'll go over it real quick before I end this video why I'm super bullish. It's got good fundamentals, a good team, a good marketing niche, especially the sector it wants to focus on: exchanges, gaming, social platforms. It's very fast, and they're already very popular despite only being around for 6 months, which is why I think it's going to surprise a lot of people and just literally balloon up one day to $3 to $5 at this bull cycle minimum. By the way, if you want to reach out to me, talk to me, see when I buy crypto like this, take profits, be in a position to see my exit strategies, be a part of voice chat hangouts. I had them every single week, or be part of live streams, which I'll be starting next month, where you can directly talk to me, ask me questions. If you want this and more, then feel free to join the Patreon and Discord. I'll leave a link in the pinned comments down below. It would be awesome to see you there. But anyways, now I want to hear from you. Have you heard of Sei Network? And if so, where do you see its price by the end of 2025? Drop your comments down below and let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Really helps so much. That being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.